Hey, what is up guys? Guitar Rock here. Welcome back to another Tower of Fantasy video. Alright, today's video gonna be a bit different. Take everything you see and hear from me with a grain of salt. Alright, so the information that I got is from Twitter, so hopefully I'll be able to share with you guys what I found out about upcoming characters Cobalt B and Claudia. Now, if you guys are not aware, earlier today I was browsing through Twitter. I found this Twitter user Sova_TOF. So he posted, I think this is a credible user because I've seen him post quite a number of Tower of Fantasy tweets. I am not entirely sure if this is data mine or anything like that, but you can see there is Claudia and also Cobalt B. So we're gonna talk about them in detail and give you guys my thoughts along the way. So hopefully I'll be able to, shed some light into, I believe these two are the upcoming characters or units after Freak. Obviously Freak is going to come in September 1st. So let's talk about Claudia. Now, I'm just going to give you a TLDR. Apparently Claudia is buff, insane buff, not just a small little buff, insane buff. Cobalt B apparently is getting some small nerfs here and there. That's the TLDR. So let's jump into it. We're going to talk about Claudia first, and we're going to compare between her in so-called a global. Again, not 100% confirmed, but there's a chance that this is the finalized numbers. So yeah, let's talk about the constellations or the stars. I think this is the most important, and the weapon effects. So this one, it's still the same. You can see Grievous. This is the CN version, by the way. I'll be referring to towerfantasy.info for this one. You can see 137%. Grievous lasts for 7 seconds and 20% extra damage. So the numbers are still the same. The only difference is Claudia in global is going to get physical resonance, which is pretty cool. Now, if you have Shiro, Claudia might be a decent choice because right now, Shiro is apparently the only other physical damage dealer, right? So you can see increased physical attack by 15% and physical resistance by 25%. So we have all known about this before. Now you can see the 1 star, 2 star, 3 star, 4 star, 5 star, 6 star. There's like no difference here. Everything is the same. So we're just going to briefly go through. You can see 8% stacks up to 3 times, 8%, 25 seconds up to 3 times. So same goes up to 6 star as well. So there's no changes in the stars. So if you get dupes as a paying player, I think, yeah, the Claudia is going to perform as how she is in CN. But what surprises me is everything else in her kit, like her normal attack, her normal slash, her jump attack slash, her discharge, her skill. Everything is getting buffed, which is insane. So let's jump into more details right now. So let's just talk about the quick slash, the most basic attack. You can see in CN, the first hit is 39%, and in global apparently it's going to be increased to 46.8%. That is a pretty significant buff right there. Alright, so I would say that's not bad. Alright, the last one 148%, and global is going to jump to 177%. Alright, so that is pretty huge buff, and all of this is going to add up a lot. Alright, especially when you look at the skill from the skill set. This is going to make her much more stronger in the meta, right? I think much more future proof in a way. So same for the jumping strike. You can see 23.2% at the first one. So this one it becomes 27.9, right? And then this one you can see 115, it becomes 139%. So Cyclone, 47% here. All right, so in CN 39.8%, again a huge buff. This one, the jump and whole attack, you can see this one 63.6. I think it increased to 76.4. Not bad of a value right there. So sneak attack, she has this 570%. So this one is the same. I believe some melee characters has this. You can basically crouch and do some sneak attack. I think Crow have that as well on global. So leap attack. So let's have a look. So the leap attack 31.6%. Alright, so let's have a look. The leap attack here is 37.9% in global. 47.3% additional damage will increase to 56.8%. That is a pretty big one. So let's talk about the most important skill, which is the skill of activating, when you press 1, the skill, the ultimate skill, and the discharge. So hopefully these two is going to be the most important thing in the kit for a character. So let's have a look at the skills first. Roam. Dance through target, swinging blade, dealing damage equal to 348.5%. So this is the CN numbers, 348% in global. They're gonna bring this up to 418%. Again, that's pretty huge actually. That is a pretty huge number right there. Surprisingly, right? It total up to 5 targets. At the end of the ability, slash the space in front, dealing damage equal to 264%. 264%, this one is still the same. So it's just the first numbers gets increased significantly. So how about the discharge? So when a weapon is fully charged, so you can see she has the damage deal is 436.2%. This is in CN. That's increased to 523.3%. Alright, so leaving behind a Blade Storm that deals 174.4%, and that increased to 209.6%. Okay, so I like it that she has this ability that removes all debuffs from the wielder. I think it's kind of similar to one of, I think Tsubasa, if I remember correctly. I don't memorize everybody's skill, but hey, this is all quite huge. Alright, so you get improvements in your normal attacks, you get improvement in your jumping attacks, in almost all the skill except for the sneak attack, your discharge, your ultimate skill. And I think this is going to impact the global meta a little bit better. So now, in Claudia in CN, as far as I know, she was only used occasionally for her buffs, and then she was swapped. Most of the players would prefer to use, what's the character? Lyra. Lyra straight up is a better physical character right now in CN. And I think global, the approach here is they're trying to balance her, or in this case buff her, because she's a bit underperforming in the CN server. So this is how they plan to improve her. Hopefully this will make her future proof, and I'm really happy for her. I think, you know, physical characters are a little bit like underwhelming. I think not many players will go for them. Most players prefer elemental, for example, like either Volt or Flame, or you know, the ice. But I think Claudia is pretty cool as well, so I'm really happy for her. She's definitely getting all of these small buffs here and there. So now let's talk about the next one, Cobalt B. Now this is where it gets a little bit tricky. Alright, Cobalt B, we're gonna compare with this one. Cobalt B, again, she has the Flame Resonance. You can see she has Flame Resonance now, which where you put like King or maybe like Huma, then you can pair with Cobalt B. King and Huma is going to be a very good pair with her because she cannot break shield, and then you have a shield breaker there to hopefully give the Flame Resonance. So let's talk about everything from the stars perspective. From the stars, she got some nerf. Alright, she got a little bit of nerf. 1 star is still the same, you can see 2% and 200%. Alright, so that's still the same. Now the 3 stars, you can see this is the CN version, right? So using the skill or dodge attack on burning targets will additionally apply Ionic Burn, dealing 90% of attack. So in the global, apparently that will be reduced to 60%. So 90 becomes 60%. Can be quite huge depending on how you look at it. 4 stars is the same. 5 star, Ionic Burn damage increased to 140%, and that will be reduced to 90%. From 140, reduced to 90, 50% reduction. I'm not sure about that. That's a little bit too much reduction right there, if you ask me. Okay, fortunately the 6 star is exactly the same, so no changes right there, which is cool. But now let's talk about her kit, her basic attack and everything. What are the changes for, you know, Cobalt B? Now, I have to refer to a different website, wiki.billy. I'll link it to you guys in the description below. Apparently this one, they don't include it. So this one, 54.9% on the first hit. So that will be reduced to 52.3. Okay. So the last hit, 137%. You know, reduced from 144%. So a little bit of reduction, not too bad. So let's have a look at the charge attack. So this one is 100.2%. You can see she becomes about 95.4% right here. Okay, so a little bit of reduction. Again, not too drastic, right? Not too drastic, I would say. A pretty decent one. So jumping blast. So the jump attack 95.3% will be reduced to 90.8%. Again, 5% reduction, not too bad. Aerial discharge, which is this one, 35.5%. So this will reduce to 33.8%. Only 2% reduction here. Okay, not too bad. Demolition grenade, which is 107.2%. So will become 102%. Another 5% reduction. Alright, so close quarters, I believe is this one right here. 163% will be reduced to 156.1%. Okay, so let's talk about the most important skill as usual, which is the ultimate skill, the skill when you press 1, I believe, and the discharge skill. Okay, so this one, the barrage. So apparently total of 700% attack. So this will be reduced to 666%. So 33% reduction. Not too bad, I would say. Still viable. Okay, so and the last one, the discharge, sending 3 grenades causing 598.5%. So that will be reduced to 570%. Okay, so Cobalt B's modifiers is reduced a little bit here and there, 2% here, 2% there, 10% in the skill, 10%, about 20% in the discharge. At hindsight, it's not too bad. All right, it doesn't look that bad, but we gotta test her out because it might add up to become a lot, because you are going to use a lot of her skills. It depends on how you use her in the team as well, right? I feel like since she's much more of a main damage dealer, in my opinion, similar to Samir in her role, she's going to be out most of the time. So this 2% or 5% in the normal attack and everything will add up to become a lot of reduction right there. So I'm not sure if I'm not sure if this is that good for her, personally. And I've been hearing a lot of people say Ruby is the broken one in CN server. I've never heard people say Cobalt B is the broken one. She was never broken to begin with. And for her to get this nerf is a little bit suspicious, a little bit weird in my opinion. Like Ruby, which is the more broken one that I've been hearing everyone say, will she get even much more of a nerf? Now that's my concern, right? So, but Cobalt B, I don't know. I feel like gotta test her out again. We are not sure with the numbers. Like compared to something like Freak, where we know her multiplier is reduced by almost half in the dodge attack. That's crazy. But Cobalt B is getting, instead of like one area getting a big huge reduction, she's getting a little bit of everywhere to get reduced like 2 to 5%, which is still fine. Alright, so let me know what you guys think of either Claudia or Cobalt B, because this is like unexpected. Again, this might not be finalized. Alright, so this is what I found right now and I just want to share it with you guys. So take everything you see or hear with a grain of salt. Alright, so take all of this information and hopefully, we'll see. There's a chance that this could be true. There's a chance that this might be, further change or further improvised in the future. We'll see how this goes. Alright, so subscribe if you haven't already. Give this video a like and I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a nice day. Goodbye.